Okay, so what we've got here is the Tascam DR-05 portable audio recorder and an Audio Technica AT2020 XLR phantom powered microphone. And I'm just trying to find out which can I get better quality from. So what I've done is I've hooked up the AT2020 to a Behringer Xenyx Q502 USB mixer that goes USB into the computer. And then the recorder I've just set basically just up on my desk here to get a decent recording of it. So what I've set the Behringer mixer to is 0 dB on the low EQ and plus 1 dB on the high EQ. And then my gain is set to about 3 or 4 dB, something around there. And my level is 0 dB. And the main mix out is set at 0 dB as well. So that's the settings going into the computer. The computer input is set at 85% input level in Windows or in my software, which syncs to the Windows input mix as well. And then what I did is 2 takes. I did 1 take with 0 dB on the high EQ setting on the mixer, and then I did a 2nd take with a slightly higher EQ with the same gain and level inputs and all that sort of thing. So what that gave us is the option to boost up, because on the first take I only did so many dB of input. I only think it did a 70% or something like that of input level in Windows. So I bumped up the gain just a little bit, bumped up the input level in Windows to 81% of 100, and it basically brought it to the exact same quality, if not better, than the Tascam, and also with less noise. There's 2 halves of this test. So the first test was just the basic settings with a lower level input in Windows for the Audio Technica, and then the linear PCM recorder, the Tascam, was about a little over a foot away, and it sounded much better than the Audio Technica. And then in the second take, I put both of them close, bumped up the input levels, and cranked up the EQ a little bit on the AT2020, and it gave a very clean sound, but with much less background noise. I have fans on the computer running, things like that. The Audio Technica didn't pick up most of them because of the pattern of the microphone, whereas the Tascam did, and you'll notice that. But the clarity on both is excellent. So have a listen. Testing the Audio Technica AT2020 microphone through a Behringer Q502 USB mixer by Xenyx, or Xenyx I should say, by Behringer, and the Tascam DR-05 linear PCM audio recorder. So this is the Audio Technica AT2020, and this is the Tascam DR-05. Testing 1, 2, 3. Audio Technica AT2020 testing 1, 2, 3. Tascam DR-05 testing 1, 2, 3. End test. So for this I've set the settings a little bit different on the 2 mics. I'm running 48 kilohertz, 187 kbps approximately. Both are in PCM format, 16-bit wave files, and this is a test between the 2 of them. Testing the Tascam DR-05. They are both the same distance from my mouth, almost perfectly. And I am testing the Tascam DR-05 versus the AT2020. Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Tascam DR-05, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Audio Technica AT2020, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. DR-05, testing. Audio Technica, testing. Okay, so it turns out that my recording software in the computer that was recording the AT2020 here was actually only recording at 8 kilohertz. It was a very small sample profile. So I had to, in the second take, which is why you'll see it much better quality in the second take, bump that up to 48 kilohertz sample rate in stereo. It was only recording at 8K 8-bit mono. So I bumped it up to 48K 16-bit stereo wave profile. So it has a much cleaner sound, and it did pick up more of the sibilance in the S's and the high-end EQ. So it definitely does sound better, but it also didn't pick up a lot of the noise, as you can tell in the samples. So that was really good. So if you enjoyed that, definitely please give me a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'm putting out lots of content. I'm currently recording a Subnautica playthrough, so hope you're enjoying that. And hey, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks guys, talk to you next time.